It's difficult to describe this year, 2020, as anything but a truly unmitigated disaster. And it's barely half over. We've been treated to the most hysterical reaction to a pandemic ever, the fastest and deepest economic dislocation in 300 years, and the greatest public policy error of all time, the misguided lockdown of most of humanity. And now, owing to the callous death of George Floyd and subsequent protests, we are in the very earliest stages of the political retribution from these events. The most shocking thing to consider in this litany of disaster is that all of it is self-inflicted. We see ourselves as victims of mighty, impersonal forces, but the truth is that we are every bit as much the instigators of our misfortune. Many of us, including politicians, health experts, and violent protesters, chose to create this year from Hades. The exceptional turmoil of the last few months has people asking deep questions, particularly concerning whether big things are afoot. Is this a momentous year like 1815, 1848, 1914, 1945, or 1989? A revolutionary turning point into some dimly sensed emerging paradigm? Or is this all grossly exaggerated and unconnected, and just a really bad example of stuff happens? The short answer is partly yes. The ground is shifting underfoot, and we are living in a time of turmoil. But in many ways, we've seen this before. Remember that it has been only 10 years since the Great Recession, that other epic bit of recent history that we survived. Even so, I think the overriding factor to explain this year's events, as usual, can be found in our minds, how we think and how we act. Get millions or billions of humans thinking and acting in the same way, and it is a mighty force. With this perspective, you can see that we feared the coronavirus and so triggered a social panic. Our leaders foresaw massive loss of life and shut down the economy. Businesses saw the writing on the wall and then laid off millions of workers. Everyday people saw police brutality and then marched on the city, demanding revolutionary changes to society. One viral mutation and one police video have led to profound changes in the lives of billions, and it is all based on shared, intangible ideas. People believe in such ideas, and then they act on those beliefs. Tally up those reactions by the millions, and when they are one-sided, you get mass behavior that kills economies, damages property, and destroys lives. With this experience, based on the first half of 2020, we should probably keep our helmets on for the second half, especially given the highly politicized US election just over the horizon. Here's to the rest of a memorable year to come. I'm Mark Mullins.
Commentary That Matters is a partner program of Conversations That Matter. The production of this show is made possible thanks to your generous support. Please become a Patreon at patreon.com/commentary that matters and become a subscriber so that you don't miss a single episode of Commentary That Matters.